If you have teenagers and there was never a moment where you thought, what the fudge should I do? Why did I think having kids was a good idea? Then congratulations, because I don't know these people. Wait, before I ever put on any kind of foundation, I do this little spray with Aquaphor, but with the spray Aquaphor. But any kind of moisturizer is what you should do. Primer, moisturizer, something for the above 50 skin. North of 40? Let's just call it that. I worked for years in television as a host, and that was really great for many reasons. I mean, I loved my work, and I got paid well for not much work. And what was really nice was I always had professional makeup artists, and I was kind of raised a hippie, so I didn't really know how to do any of that. One time I said to my mother, oh my God, did you know you could do this or that with eyeshadow? She's like, yeah, I knew that. I'm like, why didn't you ever tell me? She said, well, I didn't want you to be superficial. Thanks. I was like 28 before I knew how to put on eyeshadow. The shading, because it looks awful when you first put it on. And I always tan up, so to speak. I always put a little darker than I should because my skin just sucks it up. The makeup artist used to always tell me that, like, you just suck up the makeup. I also have kind of a rounded nose situation here that I'm not thrilled with. So this is also another trick that I learned from the TV gals and guys. I'd work for free makeup now. As one ages, you lose collagen, and so you see more to the cartilage. So there's certain angles where I call this my penis nose. I don't like it, and I actually have gotten filler put in here. I haven't lately. I'm thinking about doing it again. Kind of hurts, but it lasts for a year. So my daughter and I just had an excellent holiday break. Really connecting, really nice. A friend of mine whose kids were a little older kept saying, you know, you're gonna come out of this the other side, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, she's right. Like, we did. I love a good highlighter. I mean, that really changes everything. Of course, the other person now that I get most of my makeup tips from, tips, not tits, is my 18-year-old. She knew more younger than I ever did, but that's kids raised on social media. So bugs me when I see young women on TikTok talking about doing eye makeup with folded lids, and I'm like, honey, you just wait. I definitely had to retrain because the old way I used to do it doesn't work. So I'm not doing anything major today, but as part of I got back from Europe and realized Americans are big fat slobs and Europeans all dress better. It makes me feel better to have a little something on. These days I use a liquid eyeliner. I just found that the black pencils, there's too much dropping down for me. I don't line under my eye anymore. I used to love that look. Maybe I'll get back to it, but at least for now, there's just so much drop down and into the wrinkles, and it's kind of not worth it. The effects of the tips at the end. I did false eyelashes for about a minute. For me, they were not worth it. It was a lot of time, and even with my Groupon, it was a little bit of money, and they just don't last. And also, when my guy first saw them, and I was sort of like, hey, thinking like some reaction. He was just like, what? I was like, well, that's not worth it. I mean, I'd get more of a reaction with a cute thong. Don't neglect the eyebrows. Men are the ones that really need to keep up on their eyebrows as they get older. Honey, you gotta have someone taking care of you because that looks like a chia pet. I mean, it's like, let's get some Edward Scissorhands sculpting going on because mad professor. I love the look of really doing lips, lining them and so forth, but it's sort of annoying too. So my guy shows up and I'm like, and he's like, I cannot kiss you. You have the on your lips. And I'm like, yeah, I know I do because it looks pretty. He's like, well, I cannot kiss you with this. Fine, I'll just do my lips and I'll wait for the kiss. And the makeup ladies used to always just do a little bit of a spray of water to set. Oh, is that the Tiffany necklace I got for Christmas? Yes, thanks for noticing. He's a label whore, so I was like, I better be getting something in a pale blue box. Not pleased with this. In conclusion, I got great tips from professional makeup artists, teenage daughter, and Europeans. Have a great day.